Oh my God, wait a minute. He has him in a sleeper hold. He has him in a sleeper. Darkness is closing in. Darkness is closing in. We gotta go to this commercial break. Oh my God, Tori's rushing out to come to the rescue. Darkness is closing in. Well, in the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello there. Welcome to Mortal Ring Wars. Tori the Cat making her presence known right away today. Let me move her behind. How's it going? Look who's back. The man, Crazy H. Tell him what you've been up to. Tell him what you think is no big deal that I think so cool. Tori?
I mean, what do you mean, like the Art Society?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last year you got inducted into the National Honor Society. And this year, if you look at the videos on our channel,
I'm in the National Art Honor Society now.
Which is super cool. Mom, Dad, and Case are all very proud. So, yeah.
I've drawn things.
You've drawn things.
I'm not in...
I've seen dead people.
Yeah, really.
But yeah, man, we're really proud of Master H here for what he has accomplished. Doing real good in school again, and college is coming up, man. We're getting ready to start filling out those financial aid papers on that. He has his college pick and everything, so all that's come along. So I'm glad he's back for this one, because I've done a lot of solo stuff here lately. And not Han Solo either. How did you get that name?
You want to know how he got this?
He would have thought it was some smooth story, or it was like just his name. That's a whole other story.
Well, it was originally, but we're not doing that for
whatever. My name is Solo. Han Solo.
No,
he does things.
How about, let's get a spin-off about that officer, like the sad life of that Imperial officer,
yes.
And that was the one thing he was ever known for, was...
I named Han Solo. Anyway,
really?
So, I guess first I want to go through the few things we picked up this week. Reach back there and I'll show the 10-year stuff that I picked up.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yes, we did quite forget. I already put this in like a little unboxing video, but I was finally able to pick up the Iron Man and the Mark 1 with Tony Stark. I think they are awesome. Got a real good deal. Walmart has them on, these guys on sale for about $24 right now. And you can get it through their website as well. So I ordered it on the app, as I said in my video, and he was 18, so that's better than what he's been going for. I think he's been going for, what, 24 too? So, anyway, picked these guys up. So we got 4 pieces of the 10-year down. We also got the Red Skull, and we got the Thor and the Civ 2-pack. So, hopefully the rest of these are going to go down, man. If you guys have picked any up, let me know what you picked up, and let me know what you're still looking for. What do you think about these?
I like them. This pack particular is a...
Yeah, man. I'm a big Iron Man freak. Like I said before in the previous video, him and Spotty were my favorites growing up. So
I'm just wondering, they haven't
set these to the side.
You know, they haven't done all the movies. They did a select group of them, but they didn't do everything.
Oh yeah,
we didn't get.
In fact, I seen a video the other day that they're missing like a few good characters for that.
We don't have one for Winter Soldier. We don't have one for like Black Panther or Spider-Man: Homecoming, Thor: Ragnarok. There's a lot of them that they still should do.
Yeah, and I've heard some stuff about they might be going to do some stuff for the ones they like skipped out on in the future. I forget exactly what the video said.
First Thor too, I believe. Excuse
me for being uninformed. We're not interested in your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader.
Your sad devotion to that lost religion.
Anyway, I found your lack of faith this time.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what I get? This is real cool. If you guys are not on Marketplace on Facebook, man, I've got so many good deals there. Check this out. I've seen this painting, and I was like, if you may not know, but I kind of have a mini. I got a ton of Star Wars stuff. We both do, but I also have a mini Captain Phasma collection. So
As a tribute to one of the most underutilized
yes,
characters
she
in
should
the-
have been used so much more.
in the new Star Wars.
Hopefully, she's back from the grave or something. The next one they use her more.
Stupid. At the same time.
That whole scene at the casino would have been so much better had they had her going after them guys. But that's another story, again. But anyway, I found this awesome thing on the marketplace, and I'm gonna check it out. $5. 1,000 beat bucks. No, 5,000 beat bucks. Absolutely free
$5.
for $5. Check us out.
But that means just paying it for you to be free.
I know. Check that baby out. $5 We're gonna find a cool place to put it. Man, I really like this. Where did she say she got it?
It was, I believe,
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, and it was like a gift for
her kid or something. And the kid don't like it or didn't
Your-
want it, so I was
your-
like, I'll take it. So yeah, man, awesome poster print. What's not even a poster? It's like a legit,
It's like a
frame
canvas with
canvas, But
with it printed onto it.
Artismo is the company that makes it. ArtismoDesigns.com. So if you want to check any of their work out, check it out. But that is awesome. So definitely going to go hang that someplace cool. Hopefully you figure something out so we can get the Phasma stuff all together. Then also in my little video, this guy I haven't given him enough showtime, but I got the big fig of my man Finn, and really digging out. Like I've said before, they're just like Pops. I wasn't going to start getting them, and then I started getting them, and now I got, a dozen or so of them.
Yeah, at least.
So, but yeah, man, they're cooler. They're big, and I can see why kids like these. So, and we're all just big kids anyway. I mean, really.
That's one of the truths of becoming adult. We're all just kids in older bodies.
Yep,
That's all that's said by a person.
Pretty much. But yeah, man, check him out on The Price is Right. There he goes. Okay, so we got him. What else did we get? Ooh, you want to show him some of your stuff?
Yeah, I suppose.
Tell him your mystery mini story.
Oh, okay. So I had gotten some money from him.
It burns like.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It does. Mostly because I'm always going places and I'm always seeing stuff that I'll have my eye on. I just want to jump on the opportunity when I can. Of course, I kind of didn't for one thing, and I really regret it.
What was it?
Well, it was we went looking for the new Lord of the Rings Funko Pops, and I managed to get find a Boromir at my local GameStop, but well, I was held off on it because I was like, I'm not gonna worry about getting it. I'm sure it'll be there or whatever. Then I came back the next day and it was gone. So
yeah, since there's a lesson we all learned. If you see something, you're best to get it right
course,
then.
our
If
luck
you can do it.
usually is-
Usually we see it, we don't have any money.
yeah, it's like when we have money is whenever we find absolutely nothing. And then whenever we don't have it is when they get all the new stuff in. It's the most annoying thing ever. But since they didn't have it, I was like, well, I've got a couple solo mystery minis, and they had about 7 of them up there. I was like, well, I'm going to buy 4 and try my chances. Because I have a love-hate relationship when it comes to mystery minis, because I love the idea of not knowing what you're going to get, but at the same time, it's like, if you get, ones you already have, you feel like you've kind of been cheated out of your money. Yeah, that happened slightly to me yesterday. I got 2 Kiras and I already had 1, so I gave him 1 and Casey 1. But then I got 2 others that I did want. So for one, I finally got a Han. You can see him there.
Awesome.
He looks great. I like how they kind of have his head tilted to the side. Gives him that sort of cocky swagger about him. And the other, this is one that I wanted.
He's smooth.
It's a personal favorite, freaking Rio Durant. Oh, it looks
not to be
very
confused with
good.
Jimmy Durante, who most of you may not even know because they're too young.
I don't even know if I know. I'm usually learning.
I think that was his name. He was
I liked him a lot in the movie, so
a comedian, actor.
He was one of my few favorites.
Days gone by.
of the new characters in
Yeah,
Solo.
the detail on these guys is just so awesome for as small as they are.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of characters I liked in Solo, at Walmart, I want to say about a few weeks ago, they got in a few new guys that we had already had apart from the Rebel Trooper, which he showed in his last video, but they also had the two others that we already had bought. We had the Besban Han was up there again, which we'd gotten a little prior.
And the one
to
you
that.
got at Steel City Con,
yes, but the guy charged me a lot for it. Like, I want to say about $35 probably. And my mom, you're going to think I'm crazy, but my mom kept trying to talk the guy down. I was like, Mom, listen, this is a newer one. It's one of the rare figures. It's going to be a little bit more expensive. So I could understand why he was charging me as much as he was for it, you know. The same thing, I got the Vision Scarlet Witch 2-pack that same day, and I got $55 for it from the same guy. And again, it was Toys R Us exclusive, and it was, you know, harder to find since the store had closed then. So I could get why he was charging me as much money as he was. But then he began showing up in Walmart. And I was like, well, I could have just bought it there and saved myself, you know, like, what, $15, I guess? But at the same time, it worked out, because we got a packaged one, and then I managed to get a loose
You're
one.
lucky. If you wouldn't have got him, they wouldn't have got him in the Walmart, and then we would have been.
Yeah. So I managed to get myself to have loose a Black Series Tobias Beckett, who is one of my favorite characters in Solo. I get the fact that he was... Woody Harrelson's an actor that you got to use the most potential of when you can, and he kind of felt like the guy that could be played by anybody, and I understand that, but for what he was given, he knocked it out of the park. And honestly, like, I'd love to see some... This is the thing about Star Wars when it comes to shows and stuff, is like, ever since the first movie, they've had this habit of introducing really cool-looking side characters that you instantly want to know more about. And then what would end up happening is when they do something about that side character, they introduce a whole bunch of other side characters, and then you want to know more about them, and it's a never-ending thing.
Captain Phasma.
Yeah. And Beckett is one of those guys for me, and I did some mental thinking. I was like, well, I imagine that he would be around Han's age around the time of the prequels, you know, during, like, Battle in Naboo and the Clone Army and all that. And I'm like, man, it'd be cool to see Beckett doing some stuff in the Clone Wars, you know? Maybe how he pushed Aura Singh. I still hate that, though. It's Aura Singh. Give her some, you know, or at least...
Give her some street cred, man.
Just some word of advice. If anyone ever shows how that happened, at least give it some nice build-up or some nice tension or something, so just, I'm going to push you up. No.
Yeah, I think I would have rather her tripped on something fighting him and fell off than him be like, see you.
Yeah. Well, I feel like maybe they were, like, sitting somewhere, and he was looking at her, you know what, I really hate this chick, and just... shoved her off the thing, and that was the end of her.
I mean, I think it's a good
likeness
to him.
He looks great. Like, I don't know if I can show the likeness.
White man can't jump. Go. Zombie land.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he was
Bill Murray, zombie.
Cool thing I love to do. Like, let me try something. We stand him really close to the screen, like this, and do this. It's a forced perspective shot. You can try to.
Or it could be like the old 3D thing.
So, you know, he's a great one. You know, I love his dual blasters and his coat and everything, but I wouldn't mind seeing a fan film someday, or maybe doing a fan film about him fighting in the Clone Wars. And then in addition to him, the other one they had up there that I managed to grab was the Bespin Han Solo. These two are just a knockout of the park this year.
Yeah, I think it's a really good likeness of Han in this guy.
And good costume as well. Probably for most people's favorite of the movies, and you know, he just looks great. These are two that I couldn't pass up, and I was like, well, if I'm gonna have any out of the box, you know, it would be these. So.
Speaking of Black Series, I had that little crappy vid I was trying to put last night, and my battery died. We'll give you a better look here later of what we did redoing our shelves for Black Series. But anyway, he was really happy to pick them both up because he wanted them both, you know, out the box and all for his little adventures. But a couple other cool things. So I'll show him that awesome book another marketplace
since I've
purchase.
gotten older, I've been wanting to get more into the original EU of Star Wars before Disney bought and It's retconned the word. They retconned everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, like, so I managed to. He found this for me the other day. This is the covers for it. So this is a slip-on, like over it. And this is the covers. And then
I thought it was
the
another
back.
artwork at first because of the way how awesome that cover is of Maul.
It turns out what it's called.
The Life and Times of Darth Maul.
Kind of. It's the Wrath of Darth Maul.
The Wrath.
And
Gone.
actually, I guess, come to think of it, it's going to come up backwards in the camera for whatever reason.
It just does.
That's kind of dumb, but whatever.
Use your mirror.
And I did some research about it, and basically what it's about, it's just kind of the childhood of Darth Maul, being raised as a Sith.
He was a quiet boy.
Yeah. That's an understatement. He said, like, what, 2 words in the Phantom Menace? Bet he was a quiet guy. Silent killer.
Side note, check out Twisted Sister's version of I Know It's Only Rock and Roll, but I like it. You'll know where that came from. Just search it on YouTube.
And then, you know.
You can do it. You can rock.
He got dumped in the trash, lost his mind, came back, almost took over the galaxy. Then when he
Hello,
died,
Tori.
I think
It wouldn't be a Mortal Ring Wars video without Tori's backside being in a shot.
No.
But check it out. One more thing I got. I almost forgot to mention this guy. So, I'm still hunting a sword for my Kill Bill bride figure.
Yeah.
So she's 4th scale, so I thought, okay, a 4th scale sword. So I got talking to my man Big Dub. By the way, if you haven't seen it, check out his channel. Check out the video Josh Pench just did on Big Dub's collection. And then he has breakdown videos that he'd already done on his collection. Check both those guys out. Props to Josh for doing it, and his collection's awesome. But anyway, I was telling Big Dub, say, in your travels, because we know he goes every damn place with his job. Look, if you see a sword that would work for my bride, let me know. Well, I'll be darned if the guy didn't, God bless him, look on eBay for me, which I've been finding, but I didn't see this one. I missed it, but he found a sword, so I ordered it. And this thing is like epically awesome. It has a little stand and everything, but we found out the sword will not fit in our hands. It's too big. So I'm thinking to go for a 6th scale sword for this. So if anybody has a 6th scale katana laying around and they want to part with it, or help a brother out that needs one for his bride that he bought loose from Kill Bill, let me know. All my information's in our description of how you can get a hold of us, and we'll work something out. Which is a good segue, Miss Tori. A good segue to one of the things I wanted to talk to everybody about today, and Hunter does too as well, is Build-A-Figure pieces. So check it out. We all have lines of like legends that you want certain figures, but there's other figures you don't want, but you get the figures just so you can get the BAF piece. So, what do we need right now for the ones we're trying to get?
That's in this bag, or what do you
that
mean?
We're trying to complete ourselves. Just so they know what we're trying to complete.
Well, there's Mantis and a Koye, right?
Right.
There's she's back again.
We need both their heads.
And both their legs.
And both their legs, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got their arms. So we need their heads and their... Tori's trying to impale herself on the sword. Their heads and their legs. So, what we have here is we have a bunch of Build-A-Figure pieces that we're not planning on using, and we wanted to show... Yeah. And we wanted to show on this video. So, if you are out there and you need this piece, let me know, and we'll work out something, or just try to help you out. I mean, that's what this community is all about, is helping each other out. So show them what all we got there, Crazy H.
This is the first piece. It's from the Giant Man that they did when Captain America Civil War was out in theaters. This is the only one we have of him. It's just his left leg, I believe. But I got this for him because
First left or right?
It's left.
Yeah.
The first Black Panther figure they made, he'd come out in this wave, and I bought it as a gift for him.
Which was awesome.
A while back. Just because we needed one, so it came with that, but we never really got a chance to finish everything else because there's not really any other figures in that line that we're prone to having.
Yeah, we don't get we only get what we like, and I ain't just gonna get everything just because everybody else is doing it. Like those damn, sorry guys, those damn ugly Thanos colored pops that look like Christmas bulbs. I'm not feeling it, but each his own. That's what it's all about. If we all did like the same stuff, it'd be boring. And then what do you got next?
We have this from another. I think this is the second Guardians of the Galaxy wave that they did. That's for I believe his name is Titus. It's his arm. Honestly, I wouldn't mind having this one though for my shelf downstairs because he looks very neat. But from NovaCore or whatnot, but we got this with somebody a while back, and
It's the right arm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it looks like a gun or something.
Yeah, he's got a gun attached to his hand, so we have that to give off. And then we have two pieces to the Dormammu, his left leg and his upper torso. Doesn't attach because you need the lower piece, of course, but sorry about that. We need him. We got the Doctor Strange and Enchantress with these. So we have those if anyone needs Dormammu. And then this big one is from all the way back when Winter Soldier was out. One of the S.H.I.E.L.D. robots. Can't remember the proper name. We just have the torso for him. This is the biggest one we got. And the last thing are just two the Sandman heads from when we got our Green Goblin.
Cool head sculpts.
Oh, you'll be able to see him. Really.
Did they come in the same pack, or were they in two different figures?
No, they were with the Green Goblin.
They were both with Green Goblin. Who is an awesome figure.
There we go.
Yeah, so that's everything.
Yeah.
So if you need any of those pieces, hit me up. Let me know. We'll try to hook you up somehow. We'll work out something, and let us know about the ones we're looking for. Manus, I also call her Michonne. What's her name?
Okoye.
Okoye. We need their heads and their legs. So let us know. And also, as far as that goes, if you need any weapons or anything, or lightsabers for Star Wars.
3.75-inch figures.
Yeah, the little ones.
We have a whole box.
We have a whole box of stuff. So,
or effects for anything.
Let us know, and maybe we'll do pour these out as painstakingly as it would be, and just do a quick thing of it here later on in the video, so you guys can see. So, this is if you need for the little 3 3/4 guys, hit us up. We might have something here for you.
A quick intermission, the rearranging that we did on our shelving units behind us. We had all of our Black Series figures upstairs for space, but then we decided to rearrange some things and make room from down here. So this is the first section that we redid. We have basically all the ones from Solo displayed, and I gotta say that ever since around these two getting released, Black Series, who was already making great figures, really upped their game. And, everyone since then has been, a knockout of the park, for them. And then in front of them we have our Burger King collections that we're still also trying to slowly work on completing. And then this is the second section over here. Again, similar premise. Especially all of these. These ones so far have been just outstanding.
Epic. And we got figures behind them too, all lined up.
Yeah, we have them stacked. I believe you said about 2 deep, and a couple rows behind. But we'll probably do some changing out every now and then.
We unbox most of their stuff, but some things I like, and I think the artwork and all them, and it's not taking up that much more space anyway. I like them in box. And
then if you want a few out, you can just do what I did and buy them. And then on the bottom, for now, just as kind of placeholders, we have our 10 years packs on both sides. We actually had, some might have noticed, these two unboxed originally, but for spacing, we decided to put them back because we did a little bit of rearranging on the top shelf. There's the Johnny Depps again, but here, just rearranged some of them. We're displaying the ones who are like the best ones left, I believe. Currently, we have some others boxed up.
Yeah, Hunter is the rearrange master.
Yeah, so I try to keep our room updated.
We call it HDO for our name, Hunter Downey Organization.
Yeah, so we just keep everyone done up here. And same over here is the Man Thing wave, and then...
And just a reminder, if we get to 100 episodes, yeah, we'll get that easy. But if we get to 100 subscribers, we're going to do a whole collection tour of everything we have. So
this is the Infinity War 3s and the X-Men 3s that we have as of now. But yeah, this is the main thing that we trade, and then there's our NECA, our other figures. So, yeah, this has been our, what we've rearranged so far of our shelving. So you can see from a wide distance down there. So, yeah, looks pretty good.
Guys, as promised, here's a little tour of what we have in that box that we had. Extra weapons, lightsabers, guns, capes, stands, these little flashback photo things, these little film slide things. If you're somebody who has a massive collection of them, they're trying to get them all, you know, just hit us up. And you see anything here and you're like, oh my God, I've been looking for that, hit us up and we'll try to
We even have the
take care of you.
Severed hips of Princess Leia, if that'd be your wish.
Yeah, because we got her laid down, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, you know, it's something you're missing or something. Damn, there's some heads in here. I see a Palpatine head. All kinds of goodies. So, do a little wide shot there so you can take a good look at everything. But yeah, hit us up. I hope you guys enjoyed that little look of how we redid our Black Series shelf and all the weapons we have and the build figures. Definitely hit us up about any of that stuff. We're going to go on to our news section. As you know, here on More Ring Wars, we do a figure section, a news section, and a my Meta Minute. Because, like I've said before, most of the guys I know that are into this stuff are also big rockers, so that's why I throw it in there. So anyway, tell them the news on the, I'm sure you heard, on the Star Wars front.
I guess apparently Cassian Andor is going to be getting a show on the Disney streaming service.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. She's from Rogue One. You know, it'd be interesting to see what dude's like a prequel from what I'm understanding. And yeah, what would you like to see from it?
I want to get for anyone out there who's watched Thrones, and you know what I mean. In season 1, Tyrion as a character just spent most of his time going from one weird situation to the next, kind of like Loki says in Thor Ragnarok, his story just varied from moment to moment.
Yeah.
I'd love to see something like that with Cassian. I don't want it to be strictly just oh, he's going to be doing this event, or he's going to be doing this to the Empire to get this, or, he's going to go destroy a base. And, I don't want it to be just rebels fighting stormtroopers. I want to see him, get taken to weird places, or, I say this, he wasn't that interesting of a character in Rogue One.
Yeah.
But if this series is going to do what it wants to do correctly, hopefully it could make him more interesting and give him a little bit more of his character a bit more weight in Rogue One. Yeah. But, in Rogue One, there was one line he said that actually kind of got me interested in him. Is at one point when he's talking to Jyn, he says something along the lines of, "I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old." I'm like, So he's been,
He's been through it a lot.
Yeah, he's been through a lot already in a stage of his life, and he's a pretty young guy still. So it's you can only wonder what, what sort of horrible things has he witnessed from the Empire, or what other strange excursions have led him to have molded into the man that we met there. But I just, I want to see, like, him go to, fight aliens in addition to stormtroopers and, like, just discover something. It's a big galaxy in Star Wars.
That's what's awesome about
you
it.
You gotta utilize it. You can't just have it be, we're just gonna keep fighting stormtroopers over
on
and over again. Yeah, on Tatooine, yeah. Or it's a desert planet. Yeah, you have to... I know it can be hard, but you gotta broaden your view a little bit.
I know you'd ask me what I want to say. I'd like him to go dark with it. Mm-hmm. And I think they could with him, because if you remember,
definitely could.
One of the very first scenes of the movies, he killed that poor guy trying to escape, from the First Order, wasn't it?
No, it was Empire.
Or it was the Empire at that time. So, but yeah, man, I want to see. I'd like to see him go dark with it. And,
it would be interesting to see, like, the psychological effects of the war on his mind, and how desperate
and how
desperate the situation
made him the person he is too.
Yeah, like what did he do that got him the position of captain, apart from fighting a bunch of stormtroopers all the time? What specifically did he do that got him his promotion? Or like you said, like, I'd like it to see get darker, either in the stuff that he has to deal with physically, like the places he goes, or psychologically, the effects of the war. And I see the desperation of the rebellion, because remember, there's that scene in Rogue One where everybody's like, oh, we can't fight them, we're all, I don't know, they all acted like they were all in the most horrible situation ever that they could do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to see how bad things actually have been for them, you know what I mean? Despite what, and just really explore I'd like it to be very, like, war reminiscent, too. Like, you ever, like, there's movies that...
Cat, come through!
There's been those movies, like, what's a good example? That just felt like what war is supposed to... Some of Rogue One itself had those qualities, but, like, Wonder Woman kind of had it. Like, when she was going across the trenches and everything, and, like, I'd like to see that kind of feel to it. That war kind of, just like,
real gutsy and all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and another series got confirmed, they had talked about, is the Loki series on Marvel.
Now, we don't know, like, I assume that means we're doing Hiddleston and that he's still
somehow alive. It seems to me.
But is it going to be a prequel? Is it taking place after? Like,
I don't know any of that. It was confirmed.
It's a little bit of a risky play, as much as I love Tom Hiddleston as Loki. Like, it's a little...
Still think he'd be a cool James Bond, too.
I don't know. It's just, what else can you do with him?
Well, I know I would like...
Tales of the Nine Realms.
I would like center on like his adventures and stuff like that. I wouldn't have it all be Asgard
and family squabbles.
Yeah, I'd follow him and some of the things he had to do.
Interesting idea. His time in exile between Thor 1 and the Avengers.
Man, that would be cool.
I mean,
it would be cool.
The most we know of what he did is he just kind of started getting the stage set for, wanting to take over Earth at that time, kind of influencing Dr. Selvig, and, it's not until he actually arrives there, but, like, he was, he'd been talking with the Chitauri, you know what I mean, like, trying to get his forces ready, but, like, where else could he have ended up? Because that's the only place, unless you go before Thor 1, you can't really do anything between Avengers and Thor 2, because, he was in prison, and then he was his Odin, in disguise. So you can't have him blow that cover. And then, you can't do anything between, Ragnarok and, Infinity War, because we see all that.
Yeah, we see all that.
And then he dies. So you either have to do, like a prequel to, like, him, or... like, do it between Thor 1 and the Avengers, or do it after all this, which I think's kind of dumb, but that's the worst thing about them announcing this right now. I mean, I know it's a comic book movie, and nobody ever stays truly dead in those, but still, it kind of ruins the weight to me.
Right, because we don't know what's going on, but anyway, regardless, it's cool. It's a good time to be a geek and nerd, or whatever, family, whatever you want to call all
but
this.
Do you ever worry?
All this stuff.
Do you ever worry that we're getting too much? Though?
Well, yeah, I do. Because sooner or later, stuff. There's going to be some stinkers.
Yes, they're going to start scraping the bottom of the barrel, and it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah,
for a lot of it. Or they gotta play their cards right. They gotta know.
He was like a real obscure hero that we wouldn't really care about seeing the adventures of.
I mean, even though I semi-disagree with you, you keep shitting on, sorry, but you do, you keep giving the hard time on Multiple Man.
Yeah, I mean...
It's a cool power, and they utilized it really well in X3.
I don't know.
As bad as the movie appeared to be.
But I think you could do something cool with him, though, if you want to. I think there'd be, like, characters even more bottom of the barrel than him that you could do a movie on. I don't know.
Like I said, doing a movie about that guy who gave Solo his name. Mm-hmm. That's really desperate right there.
Yeah, something like that. That would be horrible. Speaking of getting your own movies, the big news this past week was The Walking Dead. Rick, spoiler alert, Rick did not die, even though the people that he's been associated with was going to think
where
he did. But he went off in the helicopter after he blew up the bridge with Jadis and to fix his wounds.
I feel like it's not a question as to where he is. It's a question as to what he is.
Or what they're going to do, yeah.
What state is he in now?
Well, he looked, still had that injury on the side on the helicopter, but as for just blowing up a bridge and all, it just looks like the explosion threw him down along the river somewhere. I don't know how they couldn't have seen him. But
he's got to be like in
limbo. You got to use your imagination, I guess. But
he's like in limbo or something.
But 3 movies going to be coming out for that, so that's really cool for that. And I'm interested to see where they're going. And if you've seen the end of the episode this past week, you've seen the young Judith. They're going a 6-year skip, so she's going to be around Carl's age when he started in the series. So I think they're going to do a lot of his storyline through her now. So we'll see where it all goes. I mean, I have nothing against what's going on. I think it's really cool. They really couldn't do a lot more with the whole Rick thing because Carl's no longer there and everything. So a lot of that got blown, out of the way. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with Rick Grimes, Carl. Yeah, but it'll be interesting to see. But yeah. And there's no segue to this because this is an impossible thing to segue. As we all know, the holiday season is coming up, which is our favorite time of year. What holiday season treasury collection would not be complete without the William Shatner Christmas album? Yes, you heard me right. The William Shatner Christmas album is coming out with special guests Iggy Pop and Henry Rollins. And guys, now I was a big old school Trekkie I loved like the old 60s episodes and that. And probably seen them all a dozen times. But if you've not heard William Shatner sing, you need to stop this right now and go on Yahoo and search it, and you will see just the most fabulous vocal performance ever by anyone that's ever walked on this earth. Let me tell you, the Christmas album, I will acquire it somehow because I'm sure it's going to be in the lines of William Hung, whose album Hung for the Holidays
among the
that you can get. Yeah, man, the talents of... That'd be smooth if they did a duet. Because Hung would be doing his voice. And Shatner would be like, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. That's... Just picture, man. Go look at it. But we got that coming out. But another cool thing I think is coming out... You didn't see this, and you need to watch it now that you're older. Is they're going to be making a Breaking Bad film?
I don't know, man.
And how I got it pictured is at the end, Walter White's laying there dead. Spoiler alert. And his spirit's going up in the sky, and they could zoom, and somehow the paramedics shock him and bring him back and show his spirit going back into his body, and then just take it from there. That would be cool. Because we don't know what happened to the bitch, Jesse. You know, that was his favorite saying. Come on, bitch, he would say. Well, not like the Juggernaut. I got a bitch with me, you know. But anyway, that's going to be cool to see that. More movie news. Now, we don't know if this is news and all, but you know who is rumored to be the young Palpatine? Why they're even having a young Palpatine, I don't know.
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith.
The 10th, 12th, or no, 11th Doctor.
Well, yeah, whatever Doctor he was.
11th Doctor.
So, I don't know where all that's
Fez.
going, but wow, that's crazy, man. A young Palpatine. Maybe he has been, what's the word, genetically cloned or what, I don't know.
Well, it's a little late.
But if he found out about the clone armory, maybe he wants to see him some, I don't know, it's weird. Definitely gonna see where they're going with that. And last bit of news, another cast to the new Hellboy, which looks like awesome. Hunter got to meet the original Hellboy at Con this past year. Ron Perlman.
He was a nice guy.
And
a lot like how the character was actually in the movie. He was very chill, just kind of like, you know, he was listening to jazz music while he was signing autographs.
But yeah, he's a smooth character. He's been in a lot of cool stuff too. But I can't think of the new guy that's playing from Stranger Things.
Yeah, Stranger Things.
But he looks the part in the pictures. But anyway, Thomas Hayden Church is from Wings and Spider-Man 3, played Sandman. If you're not sure about him, he's going to be playing Lobster Johnson. Which I don't know a lot about him because I'm not a big Hellboy
he was the
fanatic. Which one was he?
Wasn't he in the first one? The guy with the wasn't he the guy with the blades in his arms?
I don't know.
Up? I thought that was Lobster Johnson. Maybe I'm wrong.
But anyway, he's done some cool work. I always liked him as the on Wings when he was kind of like the comedy relief on there. But yeah, man, cool things coming up. So. Definitely a cool bit of news this week. Okay, guys, we'll finish up with Tanks and Metal Minutes. Lots of cool news today. I'll try to get through it here quickly because I know it's been a long video as it is. Some people may have heard that the All That Remains member Ole Herbert he passed away, and it came out that they found out that he had drowned while on antidepressants and sleeping pills. So I don't know if it was a suicide or if it was accidental or what they're ruling it, but that's what they come out what they found. And which reminds me, another story on the list is Lincoln Park, whose frontman passed away this past year of apparent suicide. Their video Numb has reached 1 billion views on YouTube. So I thought that was really cool, but. Anyway, if any of you guys out there, I've suffered with depression on and off my entire life, and thank goodness I've got loved ones that have helped me through a lot of it. But if anybody out there, if you reach out to somebody, if you're feeling bad or something, man, reach out to somebody, talk to them. Don't just like all the awesome '90s, rock singers. Everybody's like dead except like Eddie Vedder. So definitely reach out to somebody, and just to pass it on, the National Suicide Hotlines 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-TALK. But if you're watching this right now, you can hit me up if you need to talk, or on Facebook or whatever, and I'll be happy to talk with you as well. So never let it get that to where it's going to be that that far where you're that far gone that you think about something like that. Other news is Dream Theater has a new album coming out in February. It's looking for them guys. If you like the progressive metal scene, they are awesome. Just in every way, everybody in the band is just like uber talented. So looking forward to that. Five Finger Death Punch's drummer is sitting out this tour that they're doing because he's having back surgery, and they had a guy fill in. I forget who it was, but I seen a clip and it looked all right. this past week when they played a show. So I don't know if he'll be the guy from here on out till he gets better or what. But best wishes to him on successful surgery. Big announcement. Iron Maiden has announced their 2019 Legacy of the Beast tour, and real excited about that. I had a chance to see Maiden a couple times. Show in the lines with what Kiss puts on. I mean, just awesome stage show. If you guys, all us guys are into this stuff, like real, theatrical, awesome looking things. If you get a chance to see Maiden live, go take it, because it's always just an awesome stage show, and they're just an awesome band. Period. But definitely, look into that. It's the Legacy of the Beast tour, and then it was announced that Ozzy's going to be touring with Megadeth when he starts back up, so that'd be a great show to catch too. The Dio hologram show, I don't know what you would think about that, seeing somebody as a hologram that's passed on, but they're supposed to do 100 shows in 2019. So I never got to catch Dio, and he's one of my favorite singers, so be interesting to do, but I just don't know that I'd do it, because it's just weird in a way. Smashing Pumpkins has a new album coming out. It's called Nights of Malta, I believe, and they've released another single off it. It's on YouTube. Just check it out. But they've been not around for a while. They haven't done anything in a while. So it'll be interesting to see how that all sounds. I'm going to have to look into it a little bit deeper. But I don't know what lineup it is either, as far as that goes. The Queen movie, Bohemian Rhapsody, this past weekend did $50 million. So they did a lot better than I think they were anticipating. Haven't seen it yet. Hoping I get to see it maybe possibly Monday. But I'm a big Queen fan, so it's supposed to be very good from what everybody's telling me. Oh yeah, I got the title for the Smashing Pumpkins album. It's called Shining and So Bright Volume 1. Interesting title. Let's see. Metallica raised $1.3 million on this concert they had for their All With My Hands Foundation, Helping Hands. And it's for hunger, workforce education, and volunteering is what all the proceeds go to. So kudos to them for raising that amount of money. $1.3 million. That's awesome. Anytime my band does benefits all the time. I try to help you out, but that's what it's all about. Us all helping each other. That's why we had to build the figure pieces and the weapons things earlier. If I can help you guys get something, I want to help you. I think that's what being a community, is all about. But in this video, that's all for the metal news. But in the video, leave your comments below. Like some of the things we were talking about. Like what's your thoughts on the new Star Wars series? A lot of people's already given a backlash. It was just announced a day ago. It's like some of these fanatic Star Wars fans are crazy, and I'm a big Star Wars fan. So, give me Star Wars, and I love it. And it's like, I think, and from seeing what you guys seem like you liked the Solo movie, and it's like, was it just the critics that didn't like it? It was getting all that bad, rap or what? But anyway, it's, leave your thoughts on that in the Loki series. The stuff we looked at, all our things we picked up here, any of that or any of the other news we went over, just leave your comments below. And, all I say too is thanks once again for just being such an awesome community to be part of. And it's just really, really, really great and humbling, and just awesome to be part of it. So thank you so much. Thank you all you guys that have checked out our little channel so far. Really enjoying it. Any of you that this is your first time, please hit subscribe, and we'll keep trying to bring cool things to you. And I try to be goofy, because I am goofy too. Have some fun. That's what it's all about too. Is having a good time. Do what you like. But definitely, give us a subscribe, and let our people know about us, and support everybody else that's in the community as well. That's definitely what it's all about. But I think that I'm going to leave it for that there for now. And as always, a reminder, just do one small act of kindness this coming week. Smallest thing, holding the door, saying hello, smiling at somebody, talking to somebody who needs help. Being there for somebody. Just do one small act of kindness a week, and let's all try to make the world a better place. Lord knows there's enough people trying to make it a crappy place. So for my man Crazy H, I'm so proud of once again for the Art Honor Society, and I'm Brett the Tank Downey. You guys take care, and like I said, if you need somebody to talk to me, or the hotline once again, 1-800-273-TALK. Peace, man. See you soon.